Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the Sunday car boot haul video. Excuse the hair, I got caught in the rain and you can tell. I was lucky actually because the rain only started just as I was leaving, so I didn't do too badly. Quite a reasonable haul this morning. I've got some handkerchiefs. These are not for me, these are for Caroline. She asked me if I would keep a lookout for new packets of men's handkerchiefs. Her dad is in a dementia care home and apparently handkerchiefs are one of the main casualties of patients' confusion. Whose handkerchief is whose and so on and so forth. So getting through handkerchiefs at a rate of knots. So 3 packs of men's handkerchiefs. I paid £1 for one of the packs and 50p each for the other 2. So that's not bad, is it? Men's handkerchiefs are surprisingly expensive in shop. I paid £3.50 for this Yankee Candle plate and shade. The lady said to me it's a vintage one. I mean, I don't know what counts as vintage when it comes to Yankee Candle, but it's in nice condition. She wanted 5 and I said, oh no, that was too much for me, and I was moving on and she said, how much would I do? And I said 3 and she said no, and I said that's fine, I'm sure somebody will buy it, and I was still moving on and she said, oh, we'll do 3.50. So it's quite a nice one and it hasn't got any damage, which is unusual. Usually I find them with chips around the rim there, so nice to find one with no damage. Let's see if I can keep it that way. I paid £2 for this Royal Worcester VIP cup and saucer in a golfing theme, which I thought was a nice thing. It's very well packed. There's the saucer. There's the cup. The fact that it's gift boxed, I thought somebody might want that for a nice crimbo present for somebody. So, I thought that was worth £2. Nice little thing, I thought. I don't know how much they normally would be. Shall I see if I can find one? Somebody has one listed at £12.99. There are a couple of different designs. I cannot see a sold one in the design that I have. I can see lots of solds in the other... Oh, there's one for sold for £15 with postage of the design that I have, so that's quite nice. Not grumbling about that. I didn't get a bag today. No, I'll do that in a minute. I saw Richie Blinken at the car boot. So hi Richie. He's a viewer and reseller, and he sold me this Wade cookie jar, which is really nice. It's a lovely thing. I wish, do you know, if I was going to collect something, I think I would like to collect cookie jars, because you can get some really nice ones. But I think if you're going to collect cookie jars, you have to have a lot of space to keep them in, because that's not a small item. But that is lovely. That's the kind of thing I'd like to keep for myself if I could, but I shan't. It's designed by Judith Wotton, and the design is Goose Fair. So that was £2, and I also got from Richie a massive bag, which you can't see. Tip the camera. There you go. Massive bag of Dr. Organic toiletries, which I'm hoping will sell. He also gave me, these are not for me and these are not part of my haul, I've got to pass these on to Josh. He gave me these for you, Josh. I don't know if you're watching. Josh is very busy at the moment. I know a couple of you have said we haven't seen a video from Josh for a while. He's really busy in the cafe at the moment, but the cafe will be coming to its end of its summer opening soon, so you might see a bit more of him. But yeah, Richie gave me these Pyrex dishes to pass on to Josh, so I'll try not to break them, eh? From Steve, I got a swim vest with the floats in. That was £1. That's a Mothercare one, and it has got all its floats, because as you know, recently I've made the mistake of buying a few that have got a couple of floats missing, or one that had been weirdly altered in some way. I also got a Kath Kidston mug from him for £2, and then I got these 4 Chase handkerchief vases for £5 a lot. That's what that one says, Fiesta glass. I thought these were all made by Chase, but that one says Fiesta glass on the side. That one's definitely a Chase one. I've sold the red striped one before, so. But yeah, 4 for £5 on those. I paid £1 each for 3 Christmas jumpers. They're not any particular good brand or anything, but it's Christmas jumper season, obviously. So a George Ho 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 one. This one I think is, where's this one? This is George as well. It says Sugar and Spice. They all smell really nice. This lady must have had nice laundry powder, nice washing powder. And this is a nice fluffy one, and it says Jolly Holly. That's George as well. So 3 nice Christmas jumpers for £1 each. I really should have got a bag. This was the first thing I bought, and it cost me £10, and it's a large bag of craft stamps, wooden craft stamps. Now, I've had mixed results selling these before, but they aren't cheap, especially in this large size. A lot of these are Easter themed. I mean, that one was £10 originally. They do cost a lot of money. And I've got quite a large quantity of them in there for a tenner. So I will probably break them down into themed lots and list them that way round. I can't be bothered to list them all individually, especially the smaller ones. But yeah, I paid 10 quid for the bag full. I said to lady how much, and then she said 50p each, or you can have the lot for £15. And I kind of ummed and ahed, and she said, oh, maybe £10. And I said, okay, 10's fine. So, more because I can't be bothered to sort through them than anything else. £4 from another lady. This lady never ever comes down on her prices. Don't know why I even bothered to ask, because she never ever does. She's very, very strong on her prices, but it is worth it. I'm sure it is. It is a Joules heavyweight cotton dress. It'll have a name somewhere. Joules stuff always has a name. This is Pier. V. Pier. So there we go. That was £4. Nice winter weight dress, that. And this was £2.50. This is a nice Peruna winter coat, and I thought £2.50 for that was good. It's got lovely lining. They always do nice linings in Peruna stuff. I have to look at a Peruna thing and think I'd like to wear that inside out. So £2.50 for a really nice hooded. Has it got detachable hood? Yeah, detachable hood. Kind of burgundy plum colour, more plum than burgundy. Winter coat, £2.50. I paid £1 for Milo. He's really grubby. He's absolutely minging. He's going to have to go for a quick swim in the washing machine before we even attempt to sell him. And to be honest, he won't sell for much. I thought he might be worth more than he is, but he'll probably go for a £5 at best. Lady had £2 on these, but as I picked him up, she said, oh, they're £1 now. So I thought, well, I'm not going to argue with you if you're already reducing your prices and I haven't even opened my mouth. And they are a Remington curler. I wonder what this one's called. Curl Revolution. Remington Curl Revolution Styler. Now these seem to be selling for 28 to 30 odd quid, so that's quite nice for £1, isn't it? Like I said, I did not haggle that lady down. She haggled herself down before I even opened my mouth, before I even started. Looking at sold, they seem more like 15, really. I think the ones that are on for 20 odd are chancing them on, which of course we all do. There was a gentleman, all this last stuff is from one gentleman, and he was a house clearance chap. And he was literally shouting, everything's £1, let's get rid of it, everything's £1. So I bought a little abalone shell. Is that going to focus? Please focus. There we go. Little abalone shell hinged bracelet. Pretty little thing. Hinged with a magnet clasp. A little bag of children's cutlery, which I thought might be Cath Kidston, but I couldn't peer at it very closely this morning. So let's get this open and find out. No, it's Pro Cook. It's not Cath Kidston, it's Pro Cook. But one set with starry handles and one set with polka dot handles. £1 for that. That's fine. There'll be a little bit of profit in there. Please go back in the bag. Thank you. Again, everything was £1. So I've got this little box of treasures. These were £1, and I absolutely do not know what's in there. I just went, okay, I'll give you £1 for that. So let me have a rummage. Glasses off for this. I'm not sure if these are gold or gold tone. They look like they might be gold. There's no markings. Mind you, there's no markings that my eye can see, but then my eye can't see in front of my face. So I assume they'd be marked if they were gold. Yeah, I'm assuming not gold. What else have we got in here? There's a couple of studs, some pearl drops, some pearl studs. Joe, it's taken me ages to read what that says, and it says bloody Avon. Ages and ages to try and work out what it said, and it says Avon on it. Why would Avon bother stamping their stuff? The mind boggles. Anyway, it was £1, and you never know. There could have been gold in there. I don't think there is, but it was worth trying for £1. And then another £1 for this dressing table set of mirror, comb and brush. There's the comb. Little bit tatty, little bit, you know, the box is a little bit foobarred. But for £1, why wouldn't you? And then my last £1 and my last item is a vintage Monopoly. Now, I'm not sure what year this one is, but it's kind of the era of the Monopoly that I remember playing when I was a kid. So, standard Monopoly board, but when you look at the cards, they're a lot more like they were when I was a child. The actual pink cards and the the property cards, which just say mortgaged on the back and whatever. This is a lot more like it was when I was a kid. It's got the 2 dice, it's got the houses, it's got the little... well, I think all the bits are here. It looks like it might be complete. I mean, obviously that's very difficult to know for sure until you start checking the money and whatever. Let's hope it's complete, eh? It was a nice thing to see, a vintage Monopoly, in a really quite good condition box. Because usually the box is the first thing to suffer. But there doesn't seem to be a date on there. I think the only thing missing as well is the instructions. I can't see the instructions unless they're underneath the... No, I can't see the instructions in there. That's it. That is the haul and all of the haul. The hauls are getting small. The poetry's getting worse. I'm okay with what I've bought today, particularly since it was a wet, cold morning. It's one of those weird days. The clocks went back today. You see this a week late. Excuse my fringe, by the way. It's driving me mental. You see this a week late. So by the time you hear me saying the clocks went back, you'll be like, no, they didn't. That was last week, but obviously. And that confused me because I asked my Amazon Echo Dot to wake me up at 7 o'clock. And when I woke up and the clock said just before 8 o'clock, I said, what time is my alarm set for, Echo? And she said 7 o'clock. Then what the heck are you playing at? And then I realised the clocks had changed. So I was a bit discombobulated anyway. My hair, sorry, it's such a state. I was a bit discombobulated anyway. I wasn't sure what was going on. And I'm reasonably pleased with my haul for how I felt this morning about going to the car boot sale. I am going to go and have a shower and see if I can do something about this hair. Thank you for joining me for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment. I never remember to ask this. I'm supposed to ask you to like, comment and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, because apparently that helps the channel. I never remember to ask, although it does come up at the end. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.